Hi everyone, it's Lorraine Appleyard here. I wanted to talk a little bit about an earlier post that I made about angels and signs from angels, feathers that we might find, and why do angels use feathers as a sign that they are around. I really enjoyed one of the comments that someone had shared. They suggested that perhaps it was a reminder that feathers are a reminder to us of our own wings that we have. And I love that answer, and I believe it's true. I believe that it's also a reminder that of our spiritual nature, of the essence of our spiritual nature. So I thought that was a great comment to have. So the reason why angels use feathers is very simply is that they know that we see them as having wings. And angels have, in fact, do not have wings, but this is the way that they have been depicted over time. And so they use feathers as a way of speaking to us symbolically to get through to us. So Spirit speaks to us in symbols all the time. Symbols are the nature of our soul. Symbols are the nature of our subconscious, which is connected to our soul. And thus, symbols are the way that they're able to get information to us, to our conscious mind. So if, for instance, we walk around and we're in a state of contemplation or experiencing something, then suddenly we get a feather, it brings our awareness to what this might mean. And then it allows us to be able to connect with Spirit. So Spirit is around us all the time, and in fact, we have angels and our guides around us all the time. We're just not always aware of it. And they give us signs to let us know that they're around. And so that's why they use feathers. It's because it has become something that we see them as having wings. And so then they therefore are using this as a way to speak to us by using symbols. And there are many other ways that Spirit will use symbols to speak to us, to let us know that they're around. One of them is pennies. You've heard this saying, pennies from heaven. So when you receive a penny or when you find a penny, that is a sign for us from Spirit, a sign that our angels are around, or our guides, or our loved ones. And very often you may find this during a period of difficulty that you're having, or a period of that you're been having some contemplation on a particular matter and you're wondering what direction you should go, or you're just experiencing a period of self-doubt, and then suddenly there we are and you're receiving a sign from Spirit, a sign from your angels that they are nearby. And that's a wonderful confirmation that Spirit is close to you and working with you. And again, they tend to draw nearer when either we're in periods of need or when we're seeking to make connection with them. And so that's another time when they'll draw closest to us, when we're actively seeking a spiritual awakening, and seeking a connection that's deeper beyond our physical self. And so that's when they start becoming really active, is when you are seeking this deeper spiritual connection, and then they start leaving symbols for you as a symbolic message to you that you're on your path, that this is, continue on your awakening and remembering. And I feel that that's very key, is that that remembering part, that's how our guides speak to us, how Spirit speaks to us. So next time you're seeking a sign from your angels, your guides, or your loved ones, ask for a sign. Ask for a sign, say within 24 hours. Ask for them to give you a sign that they're present. You may ask for the traditional sign of a feather. I've seen some wonderful stories about feathers turning up in really obscure places, and places that you would never have seen them to be. And that is Spirit speaking to us. I recently received a feather just when I was walking down the street. Just all of a sudden, this feather started manifested, and it started floating down. in front of me, and it literally came out of nowhere. And I just laughed to myself because I thought it was an awesome reminder of Spirit's presence. So keep an eye, keep a lookout for the signs from Spirit, for feathers or for pennies. You may also see repeating numbers, as that's a sign of to pay attention. It's a sign of spiritual awakening. It's a sign that your guides and your angels are working closely with you. So these are all messages that come in the form of symbols, because that's what our soul speaks. It speaks in symbols. It speaks in the feeling that comes behind symbols. That's why it's